Now I know some of you guys may have come across my Holy Church video, and you have to wonder, where's the association in all this? We right here, homie, what's good? The top of the line, the elite of the elite, the association. From the mythical lands in an alternative dimension, all the way to the high-scale mages that you find in the walls of the Clocktower, the association's influence is not one that should be undermined. They're constantly looking out for new ways to push magecraft beyond its threshold and then hand everything that they learned off to the next generation. Magecraft is sacred, but just like true magic, the elders had no doubt in their minds that the decline of magecraft would come eventually. That and other forms of mystery. The branches that you find in the association are responsible for keeping up with what they learned so far. The first of which being the Clocktower. This is their headquarters, located in the same exact place as the real world Clocktower, which is over in London of the UK. Any mage with some skill that's worth talking about has probably crossed paths with this institution at least once. We know that Shiro and Ren attend the Clocktower by the end of the series. The lesser known Luvia, who is Ren's cousin when you really get down to it. The unwavering Toko Awazaki, who went from being hunted down by the association to being celebrated as one of their only grand rank mages. Canif, Waver, Zokin, Wodame, Alko, Soren, the Cryptors, we can keep going for days. And then you have one of the oldest mages, the big dog, Zelrech with the true magic. This dude is out here beating celestial bodies. In other words, he's practically defeating planets. He defeated the true ancestor, the Crimson Moon, better known as Type Moon, who is the father to all the vampires in the verse and the literal incarnation of the Nasuverse itself. I think it goes without saying that he's top 5 mages no matter who you ask. This man will backhand you into the next millennium. Now, in the beginning, at least for the fans, the Clocktower was a place that was shrouded in mystique. But with the release of things like the El Malloy case files, which follows Waver, we've been getting more and more information on how they go about things when they operate. You have the 12 lords and the faculties that they're assigned to, the multiple factions that are inside fighting each other for status and power. Some of them I mentioned in my Bloodline video. The spiritual tomb of Albion that's located beneath the Clocktower that leads into the reverse side of the world. And they deal with Rail Zeppelin, where many other powerful figures come to auction off and buy their very own set of mystic eyes. Now, if you happen to have a change of heart and decide that you want to leave the world of magecraft behind, I'm just letting you know now, you're not gonna live long enough to tell the story. The association is not fond of traitors. There's too many secrets on the line, and they will come hunt you down if that's what it comes to. They've even devoted themselves to making a special line of defense to ensure that this happens. These are known as the Enforcers. This includes Bazette from Hollow Ataraxia, Forte, Cornelius Alba from Karo no Kyokai. Highly suggest that you don't get put on their list. Alongside that group, the association will hire mercenaries if they're feeling risky. Really just depends on the situation. This is where you come to find people like the number 1 dad, Kiritsugu, or his foster mom, Natalia. You pick your poison. The Atlas branch, as the name suggests, is a nod back to the Greek titan Atlas that was tasked with keeping the world on balance while placing it on his shoulders. Similar to the job that Atlas had, this branch is filled with a lot of alchemists that were tasked with keeping the world on its toes when they feel like things are getting out of hand. They are the ones that created the 7 secret taboos, which can bring destruction to the world itself. The face of this branch being, of course, Sion and Wallachia. Wallachia, who in the Tsukahime world is an 1,000-year-old ancestor through his research. They're also responsible for the ideas behind the technology that's provided at Chaldea, and the sole reason that we can do our job in the first place. They made Tri-Hermes, which is the greatest database known to mankind. They made the Paper Moon, which is a key that we use to open an alternate dimension and escape the destruction of the world. They've even crafted a portable supercomputer that is the incarnation of all their secrets in a single unit. The Wandering Sea, which is an island that can be found on a different layer of the planet, is a branch that focuses more so on getting back to our old school ways. They decided to take a stand against the Clocktower's ideas for advancing magecraft and put most of their effort into studying the mystery of the Age of Gods. Though they still remain a part of the organization, this conservative state of mind has put them at friction with the people of the Clocktower. The Atlas branch is another that doesn't conform to modern magecraft as well. So I think it goes without saying that there's a lot of politics going on all sides. Fabro, better known as Nero Chaos in the Tsukahime world, is an ex-mage from the Wandering Sea who also turned himself into an ancestor. His research has allowed him to merge with several beasts from the planet and become nearly immortal to the common man. He too has been around for over 1,000 years. Now, the roster that you'll find taking place in this branch is very unique. The amount of people that have been accepted from the Clocktower can be counted on one hand. And even if they are accepted into this branch, it's only open one time, and that's during the end of the year. What's more is that the current head of Chaldea, Gordov, even mentioned back in Grand Order that some of the mages at the Wandering Sea is on the same level as the association director. This director has been around for over 2 millenniums and can body nearly everybody that's at the Clocktower now. So the fact that Gordov even brought this up means that the Wandering Sea is home to some of the strongest mages that we've never seen. Now, with the association being the grand power that it is, they got a lot of beefs with a lot of people. They've had their run-ins with the Holy Church. They're getting infiltrated by spies from other organizations. They got their set of problems with the Igmalenia family started by Darnik, and in strange fake, they pretty much don't rock with anybody that's coming from America at all. They're also the ones that work with the United Nations to establish Chaldea. So without them, we wouldn't have Grand Order either. Trust and believe these guys are out here working. But yeah, let me know which branch you guys want to get into first. I was thinking Clocktower because they do have the most consistent information, but it's still in the air. Let me know what you guys think. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Shout out to all the patrons, and I will be back with more Tight Moon content. It is your boy Tsiah. I'm out.